In a heart-wrenching incident that has shaken the community and sparked nationwide concern, at least 3 lives have been tragically lost following a devastating cargo plane crash at Louisville International Airport in Kentucky. Flames from the fiery wreckage have spread to engulf nearby businesses, turning a routine takeoff into a scene of unimaginable destruction. But here's where it gets controversial. Could the age of the aircraft and the sheer volume of fuel involved point to deeper issues in aviation maintenance and safety protocols? Stay tuned as we dive into the unfolding details, because this is the part most people miss: the human stories and potential oversights behind the headlines. Follow our live updates for the latest on this catastrophic event. As the night unfolded on November 4th, the situation remained grim, with the status of the crew aboard the crashed aircraft still unclear, as reported during an earlier briefing. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear shared that officials believe there are at least 3 fatalities from the plane crash, alongside 11 injuries. He candidly admitted that he currently has no update on the crew's condition and expressed deep worry after reviewing crash footage, stating that authorities are very, very worried about them. This uncertainty adds a layer of tension, reminding us how quickly lives can hang in the balance in such high-stakes scenarios. Meanwhile, Boeing, the manufacturer of the aircraft, has stepped forward with a statement, assuring the public they are following the news out of Louisville and ready to support our customer. Their concern lies with the safety and well-being of all those affected, and they've offered technical assistance to the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, which is leading the investigation. For context, the plane in question was an MD-11F, a sizable cargo carrier originally built by McDonnell Douglas before their merger with Boeing in 1997. These planes are workhorses of the sky, designed for long-haul freight, but incidents like this raise eyebrows about whether older models like this one, over 3 decades in service, need stricter retirement timelines to prevent such tragedies. Adding to the relief efforts, officials have confirmed that no one is believed to be trapped in the wreckage, as stated by Louisville Fire Department Chief Brian O'Neill. He emphasized that they do not know of anybody in that perilous situation, which is a small but crucial update in the midst of ongoing chaos. Investigators are still far from pinpointing the cause of the crash, with Louisville Metro Police Department Chief Paul Humphrey noting that the site isn't yet safe for a full probe. He explained that determining the reason behind the incident will be handled solely by the NTSB, and right now, it's too early to speculate. The briefing wrapped up without promises of when the next update will come, leaving everyone in suspense, highlighting how investigations into aviation disasters can drag on, testing the patience of families and communities alike. One staggering detail that's hard to ignore is the 38,000 gallons of fuel, that's approximately 144,000 liters, that the plane carried during takeoff. To put this in perspective, this massive amount weighs about 220,000 pounds, or 100,000 kilograms, which explains the intensity of the blaze. Local officials are working tirelessly to contain the fire, and the public has been strongly advised to steer clear of the area to avoid exacerbating the risks. Visuals from the scene paint a harrowing picture: massive flames and towering plumes of black smoke billowing from Louisville International Airport. Emergency responders are battling the inferno relentlessly, with warnings echoing for people to stay away. Images courtesy of Getty Images and Reuters capture the scale of the destruction, serving as a stark reminder of the dangers inherent in aviation. Governor Beshear issued a stern caution to onlookers: do not go to the crash site. He urged residents to stay clear, explaining that there may be people that still need to be rescued. Do not be the reason that the first responders cannot get to them. He pointed out ongoing hazards, including flammable and potentially explosive materials, underscoring the volatility of the situation. Describing it as a catastrophic crash, Governor Beshear emphasized an all-hands-on-deck response at Louisville International Airport. While the plane wasn't hauling any specifically hazardous cargo that could cause widespread environmental harm, the sheer impact of the crash has created dangerous conditions. Notably, the crash site encroached upon a petroleum recycling business, a facility dealing with highly flammable liquids, and an auto parts business, amplifying concerns about chemical reactions and secondary fires. Residents in nearby areas have been advised to shelter in place, a precaution to protect against any unforeseen dangers. In a press briefing, Governor Beshear confirmed the grim toll, at least 3 fatalities, with 11 injuries, some of which are described as very significant. He predicted that the death count will get larger as more information emerges. Echoing earlier sentiments, he noted the crew's uncertain status and expressed collective worry after viewing the crash video. Earlier in the evening, anticipation built for a briefing by Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg and Governor Beshear, promising more insights as events progressed. For those just catching up, the incident involves a cargo plane operated by United Parcel Service, UPS, carrying 3 crew members, that crashed shortly after takeoff from Louisville International Airport. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, the McDonnell Douglas MD-11 was en route to Honolulu when disaster struck. Social media posts captured the moment, a thick plume of black smoke signaling a raging fire on the ground. Local authorities issued a shelter-in-place order within 8 kilometers, about 5 miles, of the airport, reporting multiple injuries and the swift deployment of first responders to the scene. Initial images from the crash site showed firefighters valiantly combating a massive blaze at Louisville Airport following the UPS plane's Tuesday evening mishap. We'll keep you posted with real-time developments. Images sourced from CBS and user at Ogiwu on X. In response to the crisis, Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport announced a temporary suspension of all flights, with arrivals and departures halted and the airfield closed. Passengers were directed to monitor their flight statuses through airline websites or apps, with further updates promised via the official X account. Mayor Greenberg described the crash as an incredible tragedy that our community will never forget, expressing gratitude for the brave first responders who have flooded the scene to help try and control the fire and provide support for any victims on the ground. Diving deeper into the aircraft itself, this MD-11F was a veteran of the skies at 34 years old, having begun its journey with Thai Airways in 1991 before joining UPS in 2006. For beginners in aviation, think of it as a behemoth, over 61 meters long with a 52-meter wingspan. To compare, a Boeing 747 is about 76 meters long and spans 68 meters, essentially a flying warehouse designed for heavy cargo loads. Interestingly, UPS had plans to phase out its MD-11 fleet over the next decade, aligning with broader industry shifts toward modernization. These planes were introduced in the 1990s to meet the booming demand for global freight transport, built by McDonnell Douglas before the 1997 merger with Boeing. In 2023, both FedEx and UPS unveiled similar retirement strategies, raising questions about whether economic pressures delay necessary upgrades in the pursuit of efficiency. And this is the part most people miss. While retiring older planes makes sense for efficiency and safety, it also sparks debates about the cost to airlines and consumers. Should we prioritize cutting-edge tech over affordability? Mayor Greenberg confirmed in a social media update that multiple injuries have been reported and the fire continues to burn fiercely. He and Governor Beshear were set to hold a briefing, with promises of more details soon. His full statement read, "Rachel and I are praying for victims of the UPS plane that crashed during takeoff at 5:15 p.m. We have every emergency agency responding to the scene. There are multiple injuries and the fire is still burning. There are many road closures in the area. Please avoid the scene. We'll have a briefing soon with Governor Beshear. We'll provide more details as they are available." Governor Beshear called on residents to offer prayers for the pilots, crew, and all impacted by the Louisville Airport crash, posting on X, "Please pray for the pilots, crew and everyone affected. We will share more soon." Video footage from near the site captured enormous plumes of smoke ascending